Hello, and welcome to Clarendon's Midweek Blessing. This week, I have the pleasure of recognizing an extraordinary blessing within our church. We are recognizing Ms. Trudy Ensign. Trudy has been a mentor and leader and wonderful member of our church for over 70 years. I remember way back when I first arrived at Clarendon United Methodist Church, Trudy made sure two things happened. One, I was fed, and I was fed well. And two, I was placed on a committee. So I bebopped to my first committee meeting, and what do you know? The discussion is very passionate, very heated, and one member of the committee starts going around the circle and questioning, why are you here? Why are you here? And they get to Trudy, and Trudy very calmly says, I am here as the membership secretary, and I am representing the membership. She was so calm, so collected. She acted with great poise and presented such grace that I knew then, this is a woman who can serve as a role model for me. And Trudy has done just that. Over the years, she served as a role model for so many of us. And today, I want to thank you, Trudy, for being such a positive influence in our lives, and particularly my life. You've been a wonderful leader for our church and a mentor for many, and we wish you a very happy 100th birthday. Now, I'm pleased to present several conversations I had with other members who also were touched by your kindness.
Hi everybody. Trudy has known me since I was 4 years old, so we go back a long way. My very most favorite and fondest memory is being in the church kitchen with Trudy and Dee, Noelle, and Gloria, and I looked at those four women and I said to them, you all have raised me. And Trudy said, and looked at me sternly, and she said, I'm still raising you. And I treasure that because I was probably 45 or 50 years old at that time, and she is still raising me even at 100. I have many dinners at her house. We watch a lot of baseball together, and she's concerned about my health. She's concerned if I'm eating. She's still raising me at 100 years old, and I'm now 60. So Trudy has a very, very special place in my heart. I love spending time with her. And at 100, I still call her one of my very best friends. Happy birthday, Trudy. I love you.
So when I first came here, I guess around 1999 or so, I encountered Cecil Corey and Trudy. And they scared me to death. They were gruff, they were very proper. The way I am, a lot of people know me. I probably wrecked their sensibilities so many times, and it took a little while before I realized that underneath Cecil Corey's crusty exterior, he was really a marshmallow, and he was so sweet. And then over time, I got to know Trudy better, especially when I became Hazel's chauffeur and got invited to the Sunday lunch bunch at Essie's, which is still going. And I've now become Trudy's chauffeur because she's not driving anymore, and it's just easier for me to pick her up. And it's been delightful to have that time with her, going back and forth to Essie's every Sunday. Happy birthday, Trudy. I love you.
Trudy, I hope you know how much I love you and have appreciated all of what you've done for me, for the church, and for so many others. Just want to say happy birthday and love you.
Have you been TBT, touched by Trudy, touched by her hospitality, her compassion, her care? If you have, you know it. Trudy Ensign has been part of my entire life, and I've been part of more than half of hers. It seems as though she's always been either looking after me or looking out for me. She was my girlfriend's mother. She was one of our scout leaders. And when I was a young adult, I was honored that I could work with her as we worked together as counselors in the youth group. We've served in the youth group, on committees, as officers and members of UMW, and in our famous Clarendon kitchen. Trudy was queen of that kitchen. Trudy loves God. She loves people, and she loves being in mission. She invests her entire self into projects and people in which she believes. She's very humble. She prefers to do her work in secret, not letting the left hand know what the right hand is doing. For that reason, we may never know all the places and people touched by Trudy, but God knows. Also, because of her humility, Trudy will not be very comfortable with all this public celebration of her. But Trudy, you deserve it. Happy 100th birthday, Trudy. I love you, from that silly girl.
I'm happy to talk about my friend Trudy. She has been a leader in our church and everywhere I've known her. That's what comes to mind when I think of Trudy. She is one that people trust. She takes responsibility, and she has what I call a quiet dominance about her that gives people trust in everything she says. And we all go to Trudy for what we need. But anyway, I knew her at Morris School. My children and hers were there. She was president of the PTA the first time I knew her. And since then, at Clarendon, we have been in various committees together, and she has been Sunday school involved leader, and then in the Ashton Heights Women's Club, she was president when it ended, and the Ashton Heights Women's Club owned the property, and Trudy, having just been the last president, helped to sell it, worked with the lawyers to give it to the Arlington Community Foundation, and she's just been a responsible, active, lively, trustworthy friend. And I was just saying a few moments ago to Laura that when I think about Trudy, I think about Corinthians 13, the 4th through the 7th verses that talk about patience, kindness, trustworthiness, and all the attributes. And she exhibits those in every way. And she's also a very humble person. She's worked in the kitchen. She's done everything in the church that you would expect anyone to do. Humble and a leader. But the latest thing that I've been with is going to Essie's after church on Sunday. I would pick her up, take her to church, and we go to Essie's. And I got a little different relation with her, and I got to know her even a little better. And all I can say is that I am very fortunate to have known Trudy, and hope to know her and be her friend for many more years. She's a wonderful person.
Trudy, 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 as Cary Grant once told you. Happy birthday, and what can we say except how much we all, Sarah, Isabella, Erica, and I love you, and then please double that. And for Clay, please double it again. We treasure the thousands of times we've spent together in the last 20 years, for meals, hours playing cards like hand and foot, your time babysitting the girls when they were small. We're just sharing your and my dad's regime of happy hour, dinner, and baseball on TV.
You and Grandpa were a wonderful team for so many years, especially when we heard stories of your history at ASA, even when my grandma and Aunt Jenny also worked at Arlington Hall during the war.
You helped smooth Erica's move to America, and she thanks you so much for the love and care you gave Isabella and Sarah.
You're a wonderful role model of love, wisdom, and care for all of us, and we are blessed to be in your presence. and I can't wait until we can visit again safely and more often.
And I thank you for actually sharing your birth date with me personally, as it might be my best quality. And we will have our own celebration in the coming days. Lots of love.
And happy birthday.
And many more.
Happy birthday, Trudy. When I came to America 18 years ago, you helped me so much to feel at home here. I would like to thank you for your friendship and kindness over all those years. I always have to smile when I think about our card and ice cream weekend afternoons with Grandpa and you. I wish you good health and very happy birthday.
Hi Trudy, happy birthday. I just want to let you know that you're so important to me, that you mean so much to me, and that you've always been a strong woman that I've looked up to. Thank you so much for being there for me and for letting me come up and visit you anytime. I love eating ice cream at your house, sitting in Grandpa's chair, watching the Nationals play. Whether or not they do well is on them, but I always had a good time, no matter the result. I remember going to church with you and always eating at Essie's after. I love eating at Essie's with you. I think it's so funny how he reacts. It's sad that I haven't been able to see you this quarantine, but I'm thankful for our little quarantine talks and how I sit on your lawn and we get to chat. Or even being able to nap at your place has always been great in your refoldable chairs. I remember playing cards when I was little with Grandpa and you, and how we'd play bridge, and I wasn't that good at it, but we had a great time. I really miss you, and happy birthday. You mean so much to me, and I love you so much. Bye.
Happy birthday, Trudy Ensign. My name is Don Byer. I am your congressman representing Arlington, and I just want to tell you how much we are celebrating your entry into your second century. You've come a long way from being born on a farm in Macedonia, Iowa, and being raised there, but we're really glad that during World War II, you decided to come here to Northern Virginia to help with our war effort. I know you had the long marriage with William and the two girls, and then a marriage with Mr. Ensign, and then hanging around some playing bridge with Cecil Corey. I had the pleasure of being a good friend with Carolyn Corey, Cecil's daughter, for a bunch of years ago. I also like to think that I'm the best bridge player in Congress, which is not saying much, but it does show that I have a great appreciation for people who have spent idle hours making their minds very active playing bridge. Trudy, too, I know you lived through the first time the Senators left to go to Minneapolis, the second time the Senators left to go to Texas, and then we finally get our Nats and we win the World Series. It was worth living to be 100 years old just to see that. Anyway, I'm very happy you were born, and I'm really thrilled that you lived to see 100 years. Everything from the end of World War I, the Roaring 20s, the Great Depression, World War II, the Cold War, so many things in the 60s, including the Summer of Love, all the way through to the COVID-19 virus now, the things you've seen in your lifetime. Anyway, have a great happy birthday. I wish you many happy birthdays to come.
Hi Trudy, congratulations on your 100th birthday. It's a wonderful achievement, and you deserve a lot of credit for doing all the things in your life that have made you such a wonderful person. All of the things that have happened in your own life, and I'm especially thankful for the things that you've done for the Clarendon Methodist Church, where I've gotten to know you so well and become a friend. I especially appreciate all that you've done for the United Methodist Women. It's a wonderful organization, and you've been a superhero for that organization that's done so many things for our community and for other countries abroad. I especially like to thank you also for all the many things that you've contributed to the church. You've just done so much. And I wanted to thank you for just all of the times that we've been able to come and enjoy each other's company here at Essie's. This was a tremendous gift, and I appreciate every minute that we've had here. Again, I congratulate you. Happy birthday, Trudy.
What can I say about Trudy Ensign? Trudy is 1 Corinthians 13, verses 4 through 7. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. Love is not rude, it is not self-serving, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. Trudy has been a mentor to pastors and members alike. She is the person you would see to solve a problem. When she served as a membership chair, everyone knew where to look for her on Sunday mornings. I got to know Trudy through United Methodist Women. She's always been encouraging, consistent, and the glue that held UMW together through the years. When we prepared for bazaars, Trudy stayed and worked with us far into the evenings. She was the calm, cool, collected person that kept the kitchen in check and was usually the sole operator of that old cantankerous dishwasher. She's prepared food for so many people on so many occasions. She always made sure that there was enough for everybody. A little known fact, for a long time, she made sure the coffee was ready for the rest of us on Sunday mornings. I've enjoyed spending time with Trudy. It's been said that God's unconditional love can be found in the companions and community who reflect God's nature. In the book of Proverbs, wisdom is found in the presence of wise older women, and that they are a precious resource. That is Trudy, precious indeed. God bless you, Trudy.